Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland, and today I have a layout for Lottie Loves Paper using the very beautiful Storyteller Collection by Coco Vanilla Studio. I have also used a cut file today. It's by Peartree Cutfiles and it's a rainbow. It has some flowers on it. I don't know what it's called. I've had it in my stash for a while. I had it cut for a while and then haven't used it. So I thought today was the day to use it. So I'm just going to spend a bit of time back filling all of that rainbow. So it takes a little while because I've got to cut round all the bits. Now actually I cut round the flowers so that they were not backfilled. So just the rainbow stripes themselves are filled. It's a bit fiddly. I kind of wish I'd done this on the silhouette machine, but I didn't. So scissors and pencil for me. But yeah, it's a little bit fiddly to backfill, but I just about managed to do it after a little while. You can see how long it's taking me just to do that first one. But don't worry, I won't make you watch me do the rest of it. And I say I cut around the flowers so that they didn't get backfilled at all. And I did think about backfilling those with vellum or something like that, but in the end I decided just to leave them as they were, and then I could add clusters to those areas using Floral Ephemera. So here we go, as if by magic, I have completed the backfilling of that lovely, lovely rainbow. And I say the flowers are left clear. And I'd fussy cut a number of flowers from the middle of this beautiful paper here, but I just really wanted to use it for my border. So I thought that if I save a few more of the flowers, cut those out, I won't like fussy cut them all perfectly now, but if I cut a few of those out, then I can save the edge of the paper and then I can have that as a border. So that's what I did. I'd actually already cut through one of the edges though, so I had to tape it back together, but actually I have the layer in front of me right now and I would never know that I had a gap somewhere. It's not a gap, it's a cut, but it pieces back together perfectly and it's taped together, so it's fine. So I have trimmed my white cardstock down to about 11 inches square. I've distressed the edges and then I'm roughing them up a bit more as well to give lots and lots of dimension. And I really love how that looks on that flower border. I feel that it needs a bit more of an outline because the border itself is white background with lots of multicolored flowers on it. It doesn't read as a solid print, so therefore I felt that my white needed a bit more of an edge, so I'm going to do some machine stitching around that, but I'll do that at the end. Okay, so I have my layout kind of started really. The main feature of course is the rainbow. I've got my photo on the left hand side, me and my gorgeous boy, and then I have all my flowers coming down from the bottom of the photo, and just that one side of the rainbow. I did think about it coming down on the other side of the rainbow as well, but I decided that it looked nicer just on the left where the photo was. Just a bit something different really, rather than be totally balanced, completely off balanced was what I felt like doing today. So okay, top right, I've got flowers behind the floral parts of the rainbow. Oh, here's me deliberating whether or not I should extend the rainbow on the other side as well. But in the end I decided no. So back to the top right section, I have a chipboard camera and I have some floral ephemera around there. I love that sweet title from one of the foam title stickers from the collection, so I've just stuck that going across the rainbow. It touches my photo and it touches the flowers as well, so it kind of links all the bits together. And yeah, I just need to spend a bit of time now getting everything stuck in place. It's all currently on the layout, not stuck. So I need to go and sort that out. There we go, as if by magic, all done. And what I decided to do was stick it all to one piece, so to stick it all in one cluster so I could move it around, and because I decided I wanted to add some stenciling in under some of the clusters. So I'm using Distress Oxides and ink applicator tools and a stencil by Bramble Fox, kind of like a fireworksy type stencil, and just adding some colour there. And I've just done those two sections with the stencil, but actually I'm going to add a little bit more colour underneath the flowers above the photo as well. Just added in a Bramble Fox perspective that says "Love Us," and now I'm going to go and put some foam pads on the back of that massive cluster that I have made there, and get that stuck in place. Okay, so that's going onto the layout now. But then I decided I needed some colour behind those flowers. So I've just grabbed my ink applicator tool and no, it's not Broken China, it is Chip Sapphire, and just added a little bit of colour using the Distress Oxide up there. So that's the only place with the, under the, and then I'm going to add some more colour, there you go, to the starburst there with the same colour from the stencil, just to make that a little bit more, a little bit darker, make it stand out a little bit more. So yeah, that just added something to the stenciling there. So there we go, a little bit of mixed media on the layout as well. And then I'm just going to add a few Bramble Fox Perspectives. I have some lovely little hearts. They're the Cool Hearts mix, I believe. So just adding those in. And then I'm going to just carry on adding bits and pieces to the layout until I'm happy with it, really. This is actually my favourite layout I've made with this collection so far. This is my 6th layout, and whilst I think I like all of them, something about this one I just love the best. And I had no real theme and I had no real memory to scrap for this one. It just kind of encapsulates me and my little boy, and we have such a brilliant relationship. I just love him to pieces, and he loves me as well. Actually, I've written down the story on here that he said to me a little while ago. It was super cute. He said to me that I was his hero. And when I asked him why I was his hero, he said, "Because you helped me." So I've written that little story onto the layout just with a journaling pen. I haven't written it yet. It's just going to go underneath the stenciling on the left-hand side. But sometimes it's nice to get, I haven't got a photo of that moment, but I have a photo of me and him together, and it was perfect to get that little story down on paper. So yeah, so it was just nice to do a generic layout about me and him rather than where we were. I think we were at a farm or a zoo or something like that. But the location wasn't really that important. It was more about just trying to capture one of those little moments, one of those everyday moments that we have all the time. And yeah, that one is particularly adorable. So yeah, I remind him of that constantly. If he ever gets cross with me, I say, "Yeah, but I'm your hero." Yeah, you're my hero. You help me. Oh, so cute. Right, so I'm finishing off with a few Spiegel Mum Scraps sequins. I'm doing them in that area in the 2 areas where the stenciling is. So not on the other flower, but just in those 2 areas where the stencils are. And I'm going to add a few white splatters to my clusters as well. So just doing that down the bottom there. And then over on the right hand side as well. And I'm using small paint splatters because I wanted to concentrate them in particular areas rather than go all over the layout. So I've used a paintbrush to pick up white acrylic paint. So there we are, and there is my journaling in place. I ended up doing that later. Okay, so there we go. That is the layout complete. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed the Storyteller Collection and enjoyed seeing this layout come together. So thank you very much for joining me. That was Nikki Rowland for Lottie Loves Paper.